Alright, welcome back everyone to yet another video in the Unreal third-person shooter series. It's been a long time since I've recorded a video, like 3 months ago. I banged out like 10, 12, 15 of them during Christmas. I've been uploading them like once a week up until now, while I've been playing a bunch of Elden Ring and doing other things. But I have a day here now, so I'm gonna try to smash out like 10 more videos or something. And we'll just keep going. Plenty of stuff to do in this project still. In this video I want to address a couple of bugs, because you've been really good at pointing out issues, which is really nice because I don't notice everything. So keep spamming the comments when you find bugs and stuff. I did write down a couple of them. Some of them aren't bugs for me, so but let's just go through everything. The first one was zombie effects, I guess hit effects, doesn't work when run on client. They do for me. So for me everything seems to replicate very well when it comes to the effects, no matter if I'm standalone, server to client, client. I did test it out. Works. So I mean, the big thing that you need to check is that your spawn effects are multicasts. So execute on server first, and then the effect itself is a multicast. You also always need to make sure that you're passing through the right information. I think when we shoot, we spawn the muzzle flash, and this is depending on if we're which weapon we have equipped, but this is the server spawn effects. You can see, make sure that you're not just running the multicast effect instantly here, that it's actually the server effect that gets popped first. Same thing in the apply damage, or in the AI take damage. We have the montage, and the same thing, we have the server spawn effects. We're using Niagara right here, but you could use an emitter. Everything on the all AI stuff is always running on the server, so that means we could actually just MC effects here, because it's already running on the server, so we don't actually need a server event here. So we could just do this and just run the actual, this is actually the proper way to do it. It's just unnecessary to have 2 events firing off there. Since it's already running on the server, you don't actually need another server event. So this saves us up. You can see that it's still working. This is on standalone, so that's not weird that that works. Let's do 1 server, 1 client. And it should still work. You can see that it's still working. And if we shoot, you're going to see that it's working. It's replicating. We have another bug here, we should be able to keep shooting him. But we'll fix that. So that seems to work. So not sure about that. Make sure that it's multicast. We got some reticle and UI bugs on standalone, but not when run on client, which is also super weird because all UI widget stuff should actually run on the client. There is no widget server stuff. So, I mean, it's really weird. If it bugs on standalone, it should also bug on the server. As you can see, the reticle is working. Play a standalone. So, and this is a weird one because it should be the same logic, so my bet is there's actually something wrong with the copying of the logic itself. But so this is standalone. As you can see, it is working. Pickups coming up. I'm not sure if it said the reticle wasn't appearing on standalone, so but it is. So I really, it's a tough one to help with because it seems to be correctly set up. So maybe just go over it again. I wish I had like a super good answer for that one, but yeah, I can't really understand it. I mean, if it works on the client, it should work on standalone, because it's the same logic, I think. I mean, leave another comment if it's really not working. Go over it again, leave another comment, and I'll try to look into it more, but I really can't find an issue there. Server pickup item works, but can't pick up items on client. That works for me. And I mean, that's one of the main functions that we actually have. So if we do on client, my bet to why this wouldn't be working, we are running on client, we are picking up an item, we are equipping the item, so it works fine on the client. As you can see, so the reason, if that's an issue you're having, it's most likely because you haven't checked this replication, this tick box. You need to replicate the item. I think we made some extra logic so that it actually works without this also. But if, let's see, client. Yeah, it's actually working, but it's not disappearing. It's not working properly, at least when it's not replicating. So make sure that this is replicated. But it is, the logic is set up so that it should work on the client. That's not a bug for me either. So if that's a bug that you have, you most likely missed something. Most likely it's the replication of the item checkbox. Master item. Most likely this one. But make sure that it's like this is running on the client, so it should work on the client. Yeah. I mean, everything is set up for it. Also make sure that your inventory actually doesn't need to be replicated now. Yeah. Maybe also make sure this is replicated here, the item to pick up, so that that variable is actually replicated. But that seems to work if everything is fine there. Bandage quick slot drop bug. I think this is actually one that is a bug for reals. So let's check it out. If we pick up a bandage and we drag it to the quick slot, if we drop it, it's now empty from our inventory. But if we pick it up again, it automatically goes to the quick slot, which it shouldn't because we dropped it. So whenever we drop an item, we need to fix that. So this might take me a few minutes to figure out, because I don't really know why that is. So I mean, it's how should it actually work? Because if we pick up this item, say we have 2. Yeah. Let me just figure this out for a moment. So you can see this is weird because now we got 1 there, but we still have 2 in the quick slot. So yeah, that's definitely something that we need to fix. Bum bum bum. Where is that? Remove item index, spawn actor, refresh item inventory. Okay, so we remove it from the inventory. Do we set the quick slots? let me just pause because it was such a long time ago since I opened the project and did inventory stuff, so I just need to figure out how I actually set it up to work once again. Alright, so I think it's because when we drop an item, we don't actually remove any item from the quick slots. And I think I only actually set up one quick slot, but you just repeat this for all of the quick slots if you want to set up the rest. But what we should do here is, why is this? It shouldn't be called server because it's running on the client. There we go. Client set quick slot. And we need to do like this. Custom event, custom event, custom event. Quick slot 2. Quick slot 3. Quick slot 4. Oh. There we go. And we just need to get all of the quick slots. Set, set, set. Here we go. Run on client, run on owning client, run on owning client. So what we need to do is when we drop an item, we need to check if that item is in a quick slot, and then we need to remove it from the quick slot as well. So item to drop. So we need to get the quick slots. And we can turn this into a function just to keep it a little bit cleaner. Equal to, so we need to check if the item to drop is equal to, no? Okay, let's, since we're breaking it here, let me just create some space. We can just let's do like this. We can check the class. We can do like this. If the class is the same. So if the class from the item we're dropping is the same as the class in a quick slot 1, if that is true, then we set the quick slot I mean, why don't I just set it manually? I don't really need this function, but we're just gonna keep it for now. Set quick slot 1. So I'm just gonna keep this as how it was before. We don't need a return node. So this function is going to be called f. Dropped item in quick slot. Before we refresh the inventory. Doesn't really matter, you could probably have it here also. Let's make it a little bit nicer. So in this function, here we check the first one. And we need to do this for all of them. Quick slot 2, 3, 4. So quick slot 1, quick slot 2, quick slot 3, quick slot 4. So from the false, if it's not the same on quick slot 1, we're gonna continue and set quick if and just from the false node just go to the next one. So we set quick slot 1, set quick slot 2, set quick slot 3, set quick slot 4. So if it is the same when we drop it, it's just gonna go down to 0. This might create, like, depending on how advanced we want to go, because this will actually create an issue. Because if you have the same item in several quick slots, so you actually need to go here from the true as well. So yeah, you always need to continue. Because if you have a bandage in both of the quick slot, so if we remove it from the first, we still need to go and check the second quick slot, so we actually remove it from the second one as well. There's one more check we actually need to do here, because if we have several of the... No, I think that's fine actually. Or I mean... How do I deal with the... Is it the same bug for the weapon as well? That's another bug. We didn't have that before, did we? If we drop the weapon, it just disappears, okay? But it works with the quick slot, right? Was that all? Didn't it work just now? Client. Is it because I'm dropping it in a weird way? Okay, that's actually not working. Did I? Ah, of course, I destroyed something right now when I did this function. I probably destroyed something. No? I'm fairly sure it worked earlier, didn't it? Okay, so I probably... Okay, so it's not working on the server, but this is definitely something that worked before, so I destroyed something when I set this up. Master item, did I forgot to actually replicate it? No. What did I do? Ah, yeah, this is it. There we go. Forgot to tell what item to drop. Not where the... There we go. Now it's working. Okay, is this a bug? Is it the same bug if we drop the weapon? So if I drop the weapon now, there we go. I'll pick it up. No, so that's working. Okay, so that's good. And maybe this fixed it. Let's check if it's still a bug with the bandage also. Pick it up. Quick slot. We'll drop it. Pick it up. And that fixed it. So it's no more there. So yeah, that seems to have fixed it. So that's good. And we have the... we set these up. I set up the other quick slots now. I didn't do that in a previous video. So... So you need to find where that is. I'm not sure exactly. Yeah, you just need to copy the same logic that we set up for the when you drop to quick slot 1 in the widget somewhere. Let me find it just to make sure so that everybody can follow. Okay, so in our actually WB item slot, we have this function called check quick slot number that fires when we drop the item in a quick slot. At this point we're actually only setting up the slot 1, so you need to copy this, or no, not copy, client set quick slot 2, quick slot 3, quick slot 4. So these are actually the functions that we made just now. There we go. So now we got all the quick slots set up. So that should work now. Let's see if it works. Nope, it's not working. That's because when I open the inventory, I actually need to set that as well. Windows search. So yeah, so here we set the details of each quick slot. We need to get, so in the update equipment slots function, we need to get quick slot 2, get quick slot 3, get quick slot 4. So we need to set the details to the different quick slot also. So quick slot 2, quick slot 3, quick slot 4. There we go. So when we open the inventory, we actually update all of the slots also. There we go. And if we now drop it, it's empty. We can pick it up again and it comes back there. And that's because we don't... Okay, so the function we made first is actually not working, which is this one. No. Which is this one. Ah, yeah, that's because we're not checking. So quick slot 1, we need to check also all of these if they are connected, if they are the same. We forgot to plug it in. There we go. So this ended up being actually an inventory video all of a sudden. So quick slot 2, drop, it gets removed, pick it up, and it gets removed. There we go. That's how it should work. Perfect. One bug down. So that's one. Duplicate weapons by spamming. This should be an easy fix. So I'm gonna spam E now. So we got 3 before it got destroyed. So we had time to actually pick it up 3 times before the item got destroyed. So in the master item, we need to, I mean, we could just do a variable here. Or I mean, we have this destroy variable. I mean, we could use this probably. That's maybe why I did that variable. I'm not sure why I did it. Let's go to pick up. So pick up item. We got the item to pick up. So this is why we get it. Why this bug? So we have 0.3 seconds to actually before it gets destroyed. So, and the reason we do that is because we don't want to. We want it to be destroyed with the animation. So when he goes down, picks up the item, gets destroyed. So you could get around this by actually making a notifier in the animation instead that fires this function. But since we already set it up this way, we are going to just in the item to pick up, we are gonna get destroyed. I mean, the animation should still check for item stack before we actually check for the item stack. Absolutely first thing we should do is check if the item is destroyed or not. Okay, is this am I doing? Yeah, I mean, that's fine. I don't think that needs to be a rep notify now. Am I using it even? I'm just gonna check what happens if we destroy this. I'm just gonna check if we're using it. Looks like we were. But no, it's because of this that we're actually going there. I don't think we were using that variable. No. Okay, look. It's working, so maybe rename it master item. Remove this one because we're not using it. Add a variable called picked up. Might as well replicate it so that several people can't pick it up. Only one can. So get is get picked up needs to be false, and if it's false, we're gonna set picked up. So this is not gonna replicate. So we actually need because this is a running on the client, even if this is a replicated variable, we need all of the actors to actually know. So in the master item, we're gonna create a new function called custom event called server picked up, server set picked up. We're gonna grab this item, we're gonna pass it through, and we're gonna make this a rep notify. That means it's gonna replicate to all the clients. This needs to run on server. So from here we can grab this, and so if it's not picked up, we're gonna instantly, before the delay, set picked up to true, so that we can only pick this up once, because if we spam, it's gonna go to the true because we set it to true. Let's see if that works. Spammy, and you can see it's only picked up once. Spam, so spam, only picked up once. Only picked up once. You can see it's working. Perfect. So, duplicate weapons by spamming, and we have the biggest one, the rotation issue. That seems weird. I might need a few minutes to figure this one out. So, you can see that the aim rotation isn't working on the server. It is working on the client though. You can see it's working on the client, but it's not rotating on the server. This one is replicating, so that's good. Well, what happens if I rotate there, you can see the muscle. In the wrong direction. I should get a nice one. Yeah, anyway, so the rotation is not working. Sorry if I'm too loud with the shooting. Why is that? It's working on the client. So let's figure it out. It's probably so many. Oh, sorry, I just opened so many tabs. Okay, so this is in the normal movement. Here. No. Mouse input here. Okay. So if its aiming is true, what? Okay, so if aiming is true, we set the lookup axis. But we should be using this, aren't we? I'm just gonna plug this one in so that I can see what's happening. So you can see we're actually getting a rotation value, right? Okay, yeah, I know why. Because we're still gonna get a value, but it's because we don't, yeah, we don't replicate the control rotation. So that's why, because this is still triggering. So, or wait, let's just remove this first. Set aim rotation. No, on rep is aiming. Is aiming is true. We forget to set this. Inputs. Right mouse button. Smooth rotation to aim. This is not replicating. Of course it's not replicating. Because we need to pass this through here. We forgot to do that. So, orient rotation to movement need to be this. And use control rotation yaw needs to do this. So that the server actually knows that we change rotation also. Running on the server. And there we go. You can see it's working like a charm. We're gonna grab the client. We are gonna equip to open. There we go. Now it's working. Perfect. Okay. That's the ones I had. I checked my comments. I'm super bad at writing things down. Let me just pause and go through some more comments to see if there is something more we can find while I'm at it. Long video, but let's just get rid of all these pesky bugs. Yeah, it seems fine. I went back like 3 months and couldn't really find any more comments about bugs, but maybe there's probably a bunch more. That's just when it goes, and the more you do, the more bugs appear, and yada 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 yada. So yeah, just keep letting me know in the comment if there's more stuff. We fixed a bunch of the issues at least, so that's good. But yeah, just let me know if I forgot something. I think we will in the next video continue with some AI stuff. I don't really like the way this zombie attacks. That's ugly. I don't like that. We'll see. It's fine for now, I guess. Yeah, this is a bug also. Good. One more fix. Ah, no. In the master AI, take damage. I mean, dead. Is that enough? Before we actually do anything, or I mean, we could still get the effects right. If we are dead, we're not gonna play the montage, but we still want all the effects. Right. Does that work? Is that enough? Nope. It's not enough. Master AI. Ah, yeah. Or I mean, I can do the check here. I can do the check here to keep it a little bit cleaner. So if dead is false, still want the animations. That's nice. Good. There we go. Perfect. So a bunch of bug fixed in one videos. That's nice. We're gonna round it up here. 41 minutes. That's way too long. Anyway, thanks for watching. Let me know in the comments if you find other bugs. If you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.